from our Srimad Bhagavatam. These are essential teachings and the principles of bhakti. Shyam Kumar Prabhu, currently he serves as Vice President here at ISKCON of Philadelphia, and he also serves on the Rath Yatra Committee as a co-chairman. So please, Shyam Prabhu. One last thing, if you come just a little bit closer, as you can see, Srila Prabhupada, usually he's back in this, he has a little cove back here that that he usually sits back in. We moved him forward because we're doing a little construction. He has an umbrella. There's going to be a light that's being installed. Later this week, it'll be completed. But for right now, Srila Prabhupada, we moved him out just for his protection so he wouldn't get any construction debris on him. So we just have to shift over a little bit just so we can all see. Okay. Straighten you out here.
Yeah, that's better. Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Vishnupada Paramahansa Parikajacharya Shri Srimati Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Premanande. Thank you all for coming to this evening's program. So we are continuing on our series of prayers of Mother Kunti, Queen Kunti, and this is the penultimate prayer. So there is one more prayer, and after that Mother Kunti is done with her prayers. So first let us repeat the verse, and then we can reach the Prabhupada's translation and purport. Please repeat. Tvayi me ananya vishaya
Tvayi me ananya vishaya
Matir madhupate sakra
Matir madhupate skrit
Ratim udvahatat adha Ananya vishaya
Tvayi me ananya vishaya
Matir madhupate sakra
Matir madhupate skrit
Ratim udvahatadadda
Ratim udvatata
Gange vogam evan udanvati
Gange ogam udan
Asakra
Matir madhupate skrit
Ratim udvahatadadda
Ratim udvatata
Gange vogam udanvati
Gange ogam udanvati Tvayi me ananya vishaya
Vainanya vishaya
Mate madhupate askritit
Mate madhupate sakra
Ratim udvat atad adda
Ratim udvahatadadda
Gange ogam ud
Udanvati. Entities?
Tvayi me ananya vishaya Mate madhupate asakrit Ratim udvahata adda Gange ogam udanvati.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. O Lord of Madhu, as the Ganges forever flows to the sea without hindrance, let my attraction be constantly drawn unto you, without being diverted to anyone else. Purport. Perfection of true devotional service is attained when all attention is diverted towards the transcendental loving service of the finer elements, like affection for someone else. This is not possible. A living being, whoever he may be, must have this feeling of affection for others, because this is a symptom of life. The symptoms of life, such as desire, anger, hankerings, feelings of attraction, etc., cannot be negated, but in devotion, the desire is changed only for the service of the Lord in place of desire for sense gratification. The so-called affection for family, society, country, etc. consists of different phases of sense gratification. When this desire is changed for the satisfaction of the Lord, it is called devotional service. In the Bhagavad Gita, we can see that Arjuna desired not to fight with his brothers and relations just to satisfy his own personal desires. But when he heard the message of the Lord, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, he changed his decision and served the Lord. And for his doing so, he became a famous devotee of the Lord. For it is declared in all the scriptures that Arjuna attained spiritual perfection by devotional service to the Lord in friendship. The fighting was there, the friendship was there, Arjuna was there, and Krishna was there. But Arjuna became a different person by devotional service. Therefore, the prayers of Kunti also indicate the same categorical changes in activities. Srimati Kunti wanted to serve the Lord without diversions, and that was her prayer. This unalloyed devotion is the ultimate goal of life. Our attention is usually diverted to the service of something which is non-godly or not in the program of the Lord. When the program is changed into the service of the Lord, that is to say, when the senses are purified in relation with the service of the Lord, it is called pure unalloyed devotional service. Srimati Kunti Devi wanted that perfection and prayed for it from the Lord. Her affection for the Pandavas and the Vrishnis is not out of the range of devotional service because the service of the Lord and the service of the devotees are identical. Sometimes service to the devotee is more valuable than service to the Lord. But here, the affection of Kunti Devi for the Pandavas and Vrishnis was due to the family relation. This type of affection in terms of material relation is the relation of Maya because the relations of the body or the mind are due to the influence of the external energy. Relations of the soul established in relation with the Supreme Soul are factual relations. When Kunti Devi wanted to cut off the family relation, she meant to cut off the relation of the skin. The skin relation is the cause of material bondage, but the relation of the soul is the cause of freedom. This relation of the soul to the soul can be established by the medium of the relation with the Super Soul. Seeing in the darkness is not seeing, but seeing by the light of the sun means to see the sun and everything else, which was unseen in the darkness. That is the way of devotional service. Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijanasatam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padhan Sarvanavadita Sri Vishakhanitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinam Jagatpade Krishna Vishakhan Radha Sudhi Tapatan Chanagauran who Kunti Devi is. Okay. So we see here, these are the most important prayers offered by Kunti Devi to Lord Krishna. And we've been seeing these prayers since last several weeks. And this is, as I mentioned, the penultimate prayer. So the prayer before the last prayer. So there is one more prayer after this, where Mother Kunti ends her prayers, series of verses, by glorifying Lord Krishna in the last one. So this is a prayer just before that. And if you look at any prayers, the objective of the prayer is one, to glorify the object of the prayer. Here Mother Kunti Devi is actually glorifying Lord Krishna. That is one objective. When you glorify somebody, there is also an expectation of wanting somebody. You ask somebody for something through the medium of prayers. So that is the best way. Not like kids asking parents, I want this, and I want this means I want this. It's not a prayer, right? It's a demand. But then in case of Mother Kunti, who is a pure devotee, she's offering these prayers. And then she's asked for so many things already. We can revisit how many things what she asked, some of them. And now, this being the penultimate verse, just the verse before these two things. Why? If we understand the importance of these two things, then we are perfectly following in the footsteps of Mother Kunti, who is a pure devotee, who is close to Krishna, who has seen Krishna, who has understood Krishna. So our effort is always that we want to become close to Krishna. We want to understand Krishna. We want to know Krishna, right? So that is why we have to pay extra attention to these two parts. What Mother Kunti is asking here from Krishna, and then how we can use that as our own things. Krishna is being addressed by Mother Kunti as Madhupate. So she is saying, Tvai me ananya vishaya matir Madhupate. Madhupati is another name of Krishna. Anybody knows what Madhu means?